Hey guys, it's
The
the
Hueys.
Hueys, and today we're going to talk to you about our trip to the Big Island of Hawaii. Hey guys, it's Jason and Michelle, and we are coming to you from the beautiful castle in Heidelberg, Germany. But we're not going to talk to you about that. We're actually going to talk to you about our trip to the Big Island of Hawaii about a month ago. So, to give you a little perspective, the Big Island is here. It's the biggest island in Hawaii. It's not just a clever name. On the west side, you have the city of Kona. Two big cities here, Kona, and on the other side is Hilo. Kona side is drier, more touristy. The Hilo side is much wetter, more agriculture, but it's also where Volcanoes National Park is, and everybody wants to go see some magma. Not magma, it's lava. We'll talk about it later. What's next?
Let's talk about Kona. So Kona is a perfect side to go see a lot of things in the ocean. It is the calmer side. And so you can actually do this just by looking out and watching. We saw humpback whales a number of times, as well as dolphins and even some sea turtles. Thank you. You can also just go snorkeling, go diving. You can do that from excursions, or if you know somebody, there are also great ways to get out into the water there.
We did one excursion. It was the Manta Night snorkel for Michelle, or dive for me, where you go see manta rays. They come right over top of you, but it's at night. Everything about this was awesome. We went with Big Island divers. The only thing that was kind of a downer was that we didn't see any manta rays. There was a weather system going through that hijacked up some parts of our trip, but all told, it was still a great time, and we get 50% off next time we go.
Next day, we worked our way south. So we rented a car. We were headed towards Green Sand Beach. So it's about a 2-hour drive. On the way down, we stopped at Captain Cook, and it's a beach. You can also go kayaking there. You can see dolphins from there. There's the painted church and some fruit stands. There's not very many things along the way, so if you're hungry, be sure to stop at something that you see. Otherwise, it's about a 2-hour drive down there. We stayed at the Green Sand Oasis, which you can find on Airbnb. It was a fun little place to check out. And then if you continue to drive down, you can drive all the way out to the point down there. Some really beautiful lava cliffs that are down there, some blowholes to go look at, and some trails to walk. We were planning on doing the Green Sand Beach hike. However, it was torrential downpours that next day. We're gonna make it!
So after the Green Sand Beach, the next day we went up the Hilo side. And first you run into Volcanoes National Park. It's about another 40 minutes to get to Hilo. And we stayed somewhere in between at a really fun, out-of-the-way Airbnb that we loved. That's why we love experiencing Airbnb, is for this kind of place. On that side of the island, we spent a couple days. We went to the beaches, as well as some of the other rock faces along the waterfront. We also went to the Volcano Winery, and there's a market in Hilo on Saturdays with all kinds of fun fruits and vegetables and different foods and crafts, so definitely check that out if you're in the area on the weekend.
Oh, we gotta back it up. We gotta talk about Volcanoes National Park. It's amazing. Okay, so, you're welcome. So, when you go in, you have to pay to get into the national park. It's not very much, but if you go there, you need to check into the visitor center first thing. The magma, the lava flows, it's magma inside the earth. It is lava outside of the earth.
Something you learn by going to the visitor center.
Yes. So, anyways, you need to go there, and they will tell you kind of what is happening for that day, where it's flowing, how the caldera is doing. So we went back in the evening and checked out the caldera. The caldera is on the higher part of the mountain, and you can see it. Sometimes you can see the lava if it's high enough in there, and you can see it splurting out. But more often than not, you're just going to see the glow and the smoke coming out. But it's beautiful. The actual lava flows right now are not flowing into the ocean. They're flowing off the side of a mountain, which happens to be outside of the national park.
It's Volcanoes National Park. It should be in the park.
It plays by its own
Come
rules.
on.
Anyways,
Touché, Volcano.
you can actually still go see it. You just have to take a different highway to go around to the other side is probably the preferred option. Take Highway 30 all the way around, and because it's outside of the national park, there's a whole bunch of bike places that have popped up so that you can rent a bike and bike at the 2 miles in before taking the hike up. $5 to $30. They'll provide you the stuff you need for the more higher end prices, but we spent $5 a person, hopped on a bike, and went out the 2 miles to take the hike.
So once you leave your bike there, kind of with everyone else's bikes, you just kind of have to angle towards the mountain is where the lava flows were today, and they'll kind of point in the right direction. It's some serious hiking. Make sure you have boots. We actually saw somebody that went and tried to do it in flip-flops, sliced his foot open. So make sure you have boots, make sure you have snacks and drinks and all the things that you need for a typical day hike. But here's part of the issue, is you're not just going to be hiking during the day. You start pretty late. They actually don't open this road until 3 p.m. We started at 4, and sure enough, you can tell the light is fading, and you're going to be hiking back in the dark. And this is some serious terrain, so make sure you're prepared. And that means flashlights. Michelle, how many flashlights do we have?
1.
Big mistake.
Yeah. 2.
Have a flashlight per person. Dear Lord, have a flashlight per person. We went up, we saw the lava flows flowing like molasses. You can get really close to them. It's hot. It's awesome. It's a unique experience. This is pretty much the only place in the world that you can do something like this. It is awesome, but man, it gets dark in a hurry, and our hike back was brutal. I'm having to watch Michelle's feet the whole way, and we can't really see where we're going, up and down. It was dangerous, but we made it, and it was a great experience all told. Really unique. We highly recommend it.
Absolutely. The next day, we worked our way north. It's about a 2-hour drive from Hilo to work our way up to the Waiapo Valley. And there's lots of pretty places to stop along the way. We actually were planning on hiking this valley. However, it's private property. And so you either have to take a tour or you have to know somebody in order to hike it. So we just enjoyed the observation tower places, and that was about all we did there. Instead, we went and took Highway 19 out back to the Kona side and went to Samuel and Spencer Beach, one that is talked about amongst the locals as being a private beach. It's not really that private, but you can go there, and there's a little trail that you can hike, and you can go to a more private beach, and it's a white sand beach. Very nice, leisurely day.
After spending 2 nights in that area, we made our way back down to Kona and did some shopping, all that kind of fun stuff down there. All told, we had a great time, and we definitely would recommend the Big Island.
Let's talk about food. Okay, food's like my favorite. Poke, P-O-K-E. It is basically it's basically raw tuna in a soy-based sauce, and it also is you can use spices, you can use fruit, all sorts of things to flavor it. Try all the kinds. It's wonderful. Other things that the Big Island is known for is Kona coffee, and also the Kona Brewing Company, and also wine. We encourage you to try it all. Almost all of them have some sort of flavoring that is fruity, and so some of them taste good, and some of them are kind of like, you're trying too hard, but it's still really good.
A couple other things that we didn't do, but that is definitely recommended during your time on the Big Island, would be the Dole Plantation, Kona coffee tour, as well as checking out some of the big peaks that are there. So it's 2 big mountains is the Big Island. There's Mauna Loa and Mauna Kea. You can go up to the top of those, and there's a big observatory at the top. That's all for us. If you guys have any questions or comments or tips for other people going to the Big Island, please put them down in the comments below. And of course, if you haven't subscribed, you can subscribe right there. Stay up to date with all of our upcoming videos.
Don't forget to check us out online, adventureinaviators.com. And there's all sorts of itineraries and additional information about this trip.
We'll see you next time. Today we are in beautiful Heidelberg.
What is our website? AdventuresInAviators.com.
The name of the site.
Also, check us out online, AdventuresInAviators.com. Itineraries.
Yeah. As well as, what's the other thing? So, we went down the hill. Couldn't read the thing, they were staring at me, so I was like, that's all.